Disney calls itself the happiest place on Earth. But since 2015, ticket prices have climbed 94%, and something else has been climbing with them. Fistfights in character photo lines ending in criminal charges, brawls in luxury resort lobbies, guests screaming at cast members by name. These are real Disney meltdowns caught on camera, and what's actually driving them goes far deeper than any single viral clip reveals. When families invest thousands of dollars into a single vacation, Disney's promise of a flawless, magical experience ceases to be a marketing slogan. It becomes an entitlement. But the reality of modern park travel is a punishing gauntlet of high temperatures, suffocating crowd density, multi-hour queues, and high-priced alcohol. This combination forms a volatile pressure cooker. Rather than isolated incidents of random bad behavior, these viral outbursts are predictable system failures. By looking past the immediate shock of the camera footage, we find exhausted people pushed to their physical and emotional limits by a high-stakes environment. In July 2024, a character photo queue in Disneyland's Toontown collapsed into chaos. What began as a simple disagreement over queue space and photo timing quickly escalated into a physical brawl. Adults traded blows in an area designed for toddlers and cartoon fantasy, creating a bizarre, unsettling contrast. This violent reaction reveals a deeply territorial mindset. When families wait hours under the California sun for a single souvenir photo, they treat that specific spot as personal property. The immediate safety of nearby children is ignored as fists start flying, turning a dream vacation into a public safety hazard. The physical altercation ended when security intervened, but the fallout extended far beyond internet infamy. The Orange County District Attorney's Office filed criminal charges, naming Avery Robinson, Andrea Robinson, and Damon Petrie as defendants in the battery case. This outcome serves as a stark reminder of the real-world stakes. In these high-pressure, high-cost environments, a brief loss of temper in a character line can instantly transition from a happy family vacation to a permanent criminal record, proving that some prices are far too high to pay. At Disney's flagship Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, rooms regularly command between $1,000 and $4,000 a night. For these premium prices, guests arrive expecting pristine Victorian elegance and absolute calm. But in mid-2026, the polished quiet of the lobby and pool deck fractured into a chaotic physical brawl. The resort has been undergoing extensive renovations, with construction on the Porte Cochere and surrounding areas extended through early 2027. These detours, combined with heavy daytime noise and restricted walkways, squeeze exhausted families into tight, shared spaces. Add high-end dining, poolside alcohol, and the heavy financial pressure of a luxury vacation, and the threshold for frustration drops rapidly. As the fight erupted, nearby families fled the scene while hotel staff scrambled to de-escalate the chaos under strict safety protocols. The incident proved that Disney's most expensive resort experiences the exact same friction as the crowded parks. When premium expectations meet physical bottlenecks and daily construction stress, the illusion of a flawless escape collapses, turning a luxury retreat into another viral stage for conflict. On July 10, 2025, the nightly fireworks at the Magic Kingdom ended, sending a massive wave of exhausted families directly into the World of Disney store at Disney Springs. Inside the massive retail space, the checkout lines quickly backed up. For shoppers already dealing with a full day of walking, heat, and sensory overload, a slow register line stops being a minor inconvenience. It becomes a personal flashpoint. Near the cash registers, a man in a black shirt and baseball cap began shouting at a woman in a black top. The argument quickly escalated as 3 other shoppers rushed in to physically restrain him while a store employee stood by, frozen. When security officers were called into the retail zone to de-escalate the situation, it became clear how easily a routine purchase can devolve into a public safety issue. This outburst reveals how retail friction combines with extreme physical fatigue. When people are spent, a simple checkout delay is often all it takes to break their composure. On October 18, 2024, a guest targeted a frontline employee near the Disneyland ticket booths in Anaheim, California, moving far past normal frustration into personal harassment. The guest began aggressively shouting, demanding the worker's full legal name while gesturing hostilely. Disney's policies. Protect staff from this exact exposure. Cast members wear name badges displaying only their first names, sometimes marked with blue tags for legacy awards or red ribbons for trainees. To maintain safety and personal privacy, employees are instructed never to disclose their full legal names to guests. When the guest tried to force her way past these safety rules, the situation quickly escalated. Security intervened and Anaheim police later arrested the guest on charges of battery and robbery. The employee was unharmed, but the exchange shows the high stakes of customer service inside the parks. Frontline workers routinely face the brunt of visitor overstimulation, where simply following basic company safety guidelines can turn a staff member into a target for immediate hostility. At Epcot, the unofficial challenge known as Drinking Around the World regularly turns the park's global pavilions into a high-stakes pub crawl. On May 13, 2025, this performative drinking culture crossed a clear line at the American Adventure Pavilion. Fueled by a chanting group of onlookers shouting the national anthem, an impaired guest charged directly into the pavilion's decorative fountain, splashing water across the public plaza. The performance ended when security officers intervened and escorted the individual out of the park. While internet onlookers often treat these stunts as harmless, funny pranks, the disruption alters the entire environment for everyone nearby. This behavior unfolds in open, shared spaces where parents are navigating crowded pathways with young children. Alcohol serves as a volatile multiplier, mixing with extreme Florida heat and day-long physical fatigue. When individual revelry overrides basic public safety boundaries, security officers must step in to protect the family experience and restore order. The physical pressure of a Disney vacation changes entirely when guests leave the open parks and step into the closed, metallic cabin of a transit shuttle. Here, there is no room to walk away when friction sparks. On a packed Walt Disney World transport bus, a dispute erupted when the sound of a crying infant collided with the frustrations of a long day. The confrontation quickly escalated as one guest turned their anger toward a passenger in a wheelchair. Trapped in the cramped aisle, other passengers stepped in to shield the vulnerable guests, forcing the driver to halt the entire bus. In these tight quarters, the loss of basic courtesy transforms a simple ride back to the resort into an immediate safety hazard. In November 2022, a guest was filmed sobbing as she approached Cinderella Castle at the Magic Kingdom. The TikTok video went viral, sparking intense debate over Disney adults and their emotional investments. Away from the mockery of online comment sections, this emotional release reveals a quieter kind of park pressure. When years of high expectations, nostalgia, and pure physical exhaustion converge under the shadow of the castle, the floodgates can easily open. A breakdown does not always look like a physical fight. Often, it is simply the overwhelming weight of a lifelong dream finally breaking through. By 2025, peak single-day tickets approached $224, representing a 94% nominal jump since 2015. While adjusting for inflation puts the real price increase closer to 58%, the financial shock is real. This heavy financial investment breeds a country club level of entitlement, turning minor delays into major flashpoints. Preventing these outbursts requires practical efforts from everyone. Guests must hydrate, take breaks, and keep expectations realistic while respecting frontline staff. Operationally, Disney can reduce the friction by adding shade, setting clearer alcohol boundaries, and improving staffing. When the price of magic climbs, the margin for error disappears. Today, as the cost of magic climbs, the pressure for a perfect vacation has never been higher. When expectations are this expensive, any disappointment feels like a betrayal. The line between a dream holiday and a viral breaking point will only get thinner. Share your thoughts in the comments.